Remember the meta ads bulk uploader? You guys loved it. But some of you told me, I still have to set up nodes, connect things, and run branches. What if I could just talk to an agent? Give it my Google Sheet, point it to my Google Drive, and the agent would create all my ads. That's exactly where we're going today. But first, let me explain how is that even possible. There are two ways to interact with a platform like Google Ads or Meta. The first way is what you do every day, opening the interface, clicking buttons, changing tabs, clicking more buttons. That's the manual way of managing Google Ads or Meta Ads. The second way is through something called API calls. An API call is basically a small instruction, tiny piece of code that tells the platform to do something. Create a campaign, pause an ad, remove keywords. Every single button that you click in Meta Ad Manager or Google Ads sends one of these little instructions to the platform server. That's all a click is. A little piece of code sent to Google or Facebook server. So when an AI agent creates a new ad in your account, it's not hacking or the agent going into the platform and clicking on the buttons. It's sending the exact same instruction that the platform sends when you click a button. Same code, same result, just without you clicking. Now here's where Markifact come in. Markifact build a library with hundreds of those actions. Duplicate an ad, remove a keyword, hundreds of them. The agent actually uses that library as a knowledge base. So when you ask the agent to do something, create 50 ads from a Google Sheet, it checks the library, picks the right actions, and execute them one by one through the API. Before, with the Meta Bulk Uploader workflow, you had to set up each action yourself as a node. You had to tell the workflow, first you grab the Google Sheet, then you transform, then you upload to Meta. You were the one building the logic. With the agent, you just describe what you want. The agent figures out which action to use and in what order. That's the key difference. Let me show you how this works in practice. In a previous video, I showed you how you could upload ads in bulk in Meta using the bulk uploader from Markifact. The big idea was to create your ads into a Google Sheet template. You would fill in your image URL, you would fill in your website, the call to action, primary text, and everything that creates an ad. And you would then just run the workflow and have all your ads created in Meta. So you could create 50 ads in your Google Sheet, press play, and all of your ads would be added to your Meta ad account. Today you can still use that uploader, but you can also do it another way. The other way to do it is to use Markifact AI agent. You can access the agent by clicking on the menu on the agent, and then you can start chatting with the agent. So let me show you how I do it now. I'm still using the Google Sheet template, so let's start by making a copy. For the example, we will just create single image ads. So I will just write test Markifact 01 and test Markifact 02 for the example. You just need to fill in the different cells, so the ad status. The URL, you don't actually have to do it anymore. I will show you how the agent managed that in a second. So for the moment, I will just delete the information. For the website URL, we'll just use Markifact. We won't use any form ID. Call to action is going to be learn more. That's correct. For the primary text, here's just a couple of examples. Let's put a headline and a description. All right. We can keep the disabling features. You just have to set them to true. For the start date and the end date, we won't actually use them. And for the pixel ID, we will remove it by default. It's going to use the main pixel. I will just duplicate for the second ad. There we go. The only thing that we need to do right now is to mention in which ad set we want to create the ad. So I will go in Meta Ad Manager and pick my ad set ID. When I am inside a Business Manager, I will just select whatever campaign and I will select my ad set ID. If you don't find the ad set ID, just change the column and look for ad set ID. And we'll use this one for the example. So you can see that there is no ads for the moment in that specific ad set. I just need to copy the ID right there into Markifact. So with that setup, if we use that template with the previous workflow, it's going to create 2 ads paused in that specific ad set. We don't actually want to use the workflow, as I mentioned. We want to use the AI agent. Let's go back into Markifact. And from here, you can start talking with the agent. So first, we'll mention on which Meta ad account we want to work. The agent will now look if he has access to that specific Meta ad account. So he's looking for the account and he will confirm in a second that he can access it. The agent found the account and it's already suggesting a bunch of action. So now we just have to link from here, add from Google Drive, and we'll select the template if you remember, we duplicate the template on our Google Drive, and I will just select that file. Now I can send that file to the agent so he can read it. So I will just ask the agent, okay, I want you to add those new ads into my campaign. All the information is inside the Google Sheet template. All right, we just send the information to the agent, and we'll just start chatting with the agent to finish the configuration. Okay, the agent finished working, so he mentioned that he can actually upload those new ads. But first I want to show you how it works. How is that possible that we tell the agent, okay, here is a Google Sheet, create my ads, and he actually understands? Let me click right there. So the agent will first read your prompt, read your files, and then will try to look in his library. What action, what ad operation do I have in my library to do what Julian asked me? And so it will find a bunch of information right there in the Marquee Fact knowledge base. Based on that, he knows that he needs to read the inputs from my Google Sheet. So he will start inspecting the different tabs, and he will see that we asked to create image ads because that's the only tab that's filled in. Then he's going to look for Meta ad operation. So now I can read the Google Sheet. How can I send that to Meta? So you see, he always go back and forth between the knowledge base and between the platform. And when he finds what he needs to do, he will start creating the ads and fetching all the details and what he needs to create in the API call. This is how it works. The agent mentioned that he pulled a template, he found 2 ads that he needs to paste into a specific ad set ID. He has a couple of blockers before he can publish to Meta. So Facebook page is required. So we need to tell the exact page name, and images URL are empty. As I mentioned, we'll just drop those images in a Google Drive and add them to the conversation. All right, should I import only single image ads and 1 copy? Standard question, do you want auto app and free shipping? For the page image URL, single image ad. Do you want me to auto app and free shipping and so on? No, don't touch the copy. All right, we'll already send that. In the meantime, I will prepare just 2 images in the Google Drive folder. So the agent confirmed the page, the import scope, and the copy. Now it needs the image. To do so, I will just click on the plus and add from Google Drive as we did for the Google Sheet template. You look for your Drive folder and you select your ads. Those are just 2 simple images, right, the ads. All right, so you can see it's just 2 simple screenshots for the example. And I rename those ads ad number 1 and ad number 2, so he knows to which copy link those images. The agent is asking my approval. You have to know that every time you ask the agent to do a modification in your account, creating, duplicating, uploading, you name it, you need to manually approve. This is what we call human in the loop. The agent will never do something without you approving. So here I will just approve and the agent will create my ads. The agent finished working and he created the new ads in the correct ad set. You can see that he used ad01.png for the first ad and ad02.png for the second one. So if you name properly your ads in the Google Sheet template and your images, you will know exactly where to put those images. Now he's asking leave them paused or turn them active. I will just tell leave them paused, and it will go into Meta Ad Manager, see if the ads are actually there. And you can see right there the 2 new ads created. There you go. The copy, the image that we sent, and everything around. So this is how you can use the AI agent to actually create your ads in Meta. For the example, I just used 2 different ads, but you can do 50. You can put as many ads as you want in your Google Sheet. Also, you can use different types of ads. I just did a very simple single image ads, but you can do video, you can do flexible ad or carousel or catalog. You just need to fill in a bunch of cells. And if you are actually missing some, the agent will just tell you, okay, you are missing the website URL or you are missing the image. So the agent will actually help you fill in everything that you need. So there you go. This is how it works. This is how you can use a Google Sheet template, your image in a Google Drive, send everything to the agent, and the agent will do the work for you. Oh, I forgot something. The agent just reminded me. You can generate ad previews. You don't have to go to Meta and click everywhere to get a preview. You can just ask the agent. This is what's great with the agent. When you ask him something, he will do the task, but he will also do suggestion. And in that case, I forgot about the preview, but it's true that you can get the previews through the agent. So the agent is really a companion helping you do the operational work, but also remind you of some strategic stuff that you can do. The agent finished generating the preview link. Let's just give a quick look. There we go. You can send that to the client or to the team. And also the agent was smart enough to create a preview for feed and for stories, so you can show different formats. I'm really excited with this agent. This is really how you can do PPC today. You don't have to click everywhere. You just have to chat with the agent, and the agent will help you. It will tell you what you need to provide, what you need to do to make the ad operation working well. So to recap, every action in an ad platform is just a tiny piece of code. Markifact built a library of hundreds of those actions. The AI agent knows the library. When you ask it to do something, it picks the right action and executes them. You don't set up nodes anymore, you just talk to the agent. Same Google Sheet template, same result in Meta, but a completely different process. If you want to try it for yourself, the link of the template is in the description. And as I always say, happy automating, and I see you in the next one.